Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Princess Aarthi and I'm finally back with another video, and guys, I'm so excited to be filming this right now because I've been wanting to do it for quite some time. So if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, a couple weeks back I did a poll on Twitter where I asked you guys if you guys would want to see a video of me talking about tips for beginner streamers. I am very much still a beginner streamer. I am still very small, but I still wanted to show you guys some tips of mine that really helped me grow in the past 3 months. So if you guys don't know, I started streaming in the beginning of February and I became affiliate on March 10th. So for me, it was fairly fast, and honestly, I've been so thankful for my little community that I've built, this little Twitch family. We actually have our own Discord server where a bunch of us literally just get together, talk, we laugh, we support each other. It's amazing. So everything has been going great for me so far, so I wanted to help my fellow small streamers or any beginners. If you're completely new to streaming, I will help you guys with some tips that help me personally grow in the last few months. Guys, this video is for beginner streamers. I'm going to be giving you guys tips that I've learned since I've started streaming, and this is just part one because I do want to do more parts of this video. There's so much that I've learned since I've started streaming and it's only been a few months, so I definitely want to share all of that with you guys. So I'm going to be going through 3 different categories: tips on before you stream, tips while you're streaming, and tips for after/outside of streaming. Also, before I start, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And if you're not already following me on Twitch, my link is in the description. Also, any other links that I describe in the video will be put down below in the description, so be sure to check out the description and we'll have all the information that you need that I've talked about in this video. And just a quick disclaimer, all of these are just tips and suggestions from me personally. If you find that they don't work for you, then that's fine. It's not necessarily mandatory for doing when you're starting out as a streamer, but I believe that it really helps. So just letting you guys know. Alright guys, so let's get started. I'm going to start with before you start streaming. So before we get started with the tips, what I'm going to say is always test your stream. You always have to test your stream to make sure that the video quality is good, sound quality is good. Guys, I still have issues with my sound and video quality sometimes, and I just want you guys to know that technical issues happen. It happens to everyone, so don't stress, don't worry about it. Just get some friends or someone that you know to come onto the stream and just check things for you, just so you know what's going on before you actually start streaming. And of course, what I did when I first started streaming was I actually tested a game of Fortnite. At the time, that's what I streamed, and so I started a game of Fortnite, I tested it with my friends, I made sure the sound was good, and that was before I even had a face cam. I didn't really have many things that could go wrong, but I still tested it, so be sure you do that before you start streaming. So the first tip that I'm going to tell you guys is a camera is not necessary, but it is very personal. It makes things so much more personal for you and your viewers. Me personally, I didn't start with a camera, I didn't start with a face cam at all, so I started streaming straight from my console, and at the time I just didn't know what I was going to do with streaming. I didn't know how well I would do, so I didn't even think about getting a camera or a capture card, which we'll go into later on. But eventually I did, and I ended up loving it, and so all I wish is that I started using a face cam earlier. The reason why I say a face cam is not necessary is because people can still hear you, you can still have good energy, but some people find it easier to show their expressions and show their reactions on camera. And so in that case, I would say get a face cam, show people your face, show them that you're a human behind the screen, that you have personality, that you are someone behind the screen. So my next tip is set rules. Always, always, always set rules in your chat, in your always set rules in your chat, in your stream. Get some moderators, get some friends of yours to be moderators from the beginning, because guys, there will be trolls and there will be scammers and spammers, and they will annoy you, and sometimes when you're playing a game you don't have the time to ban them or to time them out and things like that. And I've had my fair share of trolls and spammers and scammers, but all I do is just quick ban them, that's it. Simple as that. Guys, remember that this is your channel. You are allowed to ban whoever you want. If someone is making you uncomfortable or if someone is doing something that you don't like, you are allowed to ban them. Do not feel bad for anybody. Just do it. Unless, of course, it's a friend of yours and you know that they're joking around or something like that. If it's something that can be talked about outside of stream, go ahead. But if it's someone that you don't know, just being rude or being rude to your viewers, especially in chat, do not feel bad to ban them. My next tip is to use a chatbot. So speaking of banning and moderators, you can use chatbots such as Nightbot or MooBot or Stream Elements, and what these chatbots do is they act as a moderator in your chat. And not only do they act as a moderator, they also check messages so that it allows you to accept or deny messages that may have swear words in them or bad terminology, etc. And another thing that chatbots do for you is also give you alerts. So for me personally, I use Stream Elements, and what it does is it gives me alerts when someone follows me. So just in case I'm not paying attention to the sound alerts, I can see on my chat that it shows up that someone has followed me, someone has tipped me, someone has subbed to me, etc. And it's so important for you to be able to see when someone does this so that you can acknowledge them and thank them. And we will go more into that in the rest of the video. And speaking of chatbots, I will be linking some of my favorites down below in the description, so be sure to check them out. And my last tip before you officially start streaming is to create a catchy profile. One of the most important things that I've learned being a social media marketer is to always keep your branding consistent. So whatever your name is, whatever your profile picture is, whatever your channel art is, keep it all consistent. The whole theme, it should be consistent. People like consistency. People like seeing something that's visually pleasing to the eye. Do something that represents you. Try not to copy other streamers. You can get inspiration, but try to keep it unique to you and to your brand. And speaking of your profile, make sure you fill out your bio. Make sure you fill out your about section. Make sure you add panels. If you guys want me to make a video going more into depth about panels, I can do that as well, so just let me know. I created my own panels just because I like making my own things sometimes. And I created my own panels. I have an about section, I have a social section, I have Discord. So what they can do is they can click all of these and they can go ahead and find all of the information that they need all in one place. So now we're going to go into tips while you stream. These are so important because these are things that really help me grow as a streamer and things that my viewers still tell me that they love about me. This is what makes you stand out as a streamer. So for the first tip is always talk, always interact, guys. Always be interacting with your viewers, always be interacting with your chat. Anyone who comes on, greet them, tell them hi, ask them how they're doing. Just show your viewers that you care about them and be genuine about it, obviously. Don't just be like, how are you? Back to the game. Ask them, take the time to get to know them and to talk to them. These are the viewers that are going to be there from the beginning and they will continue to support you for years on end. And within that same rule, if it's applicable to whatever your game you're playing, please remember to try to play with your viewers once in a while. It makes them feel special, it makes them feel important, and honestly, it's fun. When you're playing with new people, it's just interesting to see how other people play the game and how you can get to know other people. So that was tip number one, and guys, that's something that some of my viewers still tell me that they love about me, is that I always make them feel welcome whenever they enter my stream. So remember, it is so important. Always talk to your viewers, always interact with them, always chat with them, always see how they're doing. Okay, so my second tip while you're streaming is to use creative titles and go live notifications. So if you are new to streaming, what this means is while you're on Twitch, you can go to your stream manager, and under stream manager, you can edit your title, you can edit your category, which is the game you're playing, or if you're just chatting or anything else. And then you can also edit your go live notification. So the go live notification pops up on someone's feed when they are on Twitch or when they're on their phone, and it shows them that this person is now streaming. But you can also edit the notification, so you can write it in a way that catches their attention. If you want to talk about the game that you're playing, you can do that. If you just want to say like, hey guys, come chat with me, you can do that. Make it creative and make it unique to you as a person. That goes for the titles too. Try to make your titles eye-catching. Sometimes people use their follower goal or their sub goals, and you can do that as well in your title. People like to see that they can help you, and so that also attracts them to your streams. That's super important. Let them know what you're doing, let them know how you're feeling, ask them a question maybe. Some people will come in and answer it, maybe start with a joke, something like that to catch their attention and make them want to come to your stream. And my final tip for while you're streaming is to not play oversaturated games. And I'm sure that you guys have heard this before, but guys, it's so crucial to play games that are not as well known or not as popular on Twitch. So when I started streaming, I started with Fortnite and a couple of other games, and I started to notice that Fortnite wasn't doing as well as when I played Hitman 3, for example, or The Sims. I know sometimes it's tough because you do want to play your favorite game on stream, such as Fortnite or Call of Duty or even League of Legends, any of those. I understand that sometimes you want to just stream those to people, but when you're starting off, what I can suggest is always start with other games. And I know Hitman and Sims, for example, are still just as popular, but they're not as oversaturated on Twitch. There's not as many people watching smaller streamers play those games on Twitch. So when you're looking at Twitch and when you're looking at a game category, when you see a high count of viewers for that category, that doesn't necessarily mean that more people will watch you if you play it. That just means that more people are watching someone play that game. And if you open the category and look at the most views the most views to lowest views, you'll see that most of the time it's always big long-term streamers who have been around for a long time and play that game competitively. And most of the time you will see that 20k of those viewers that you see listed under Fortnite are all watching that one streamer, which is why it can be confusing sometimes. But all I'm going to say is try not to play oversaturated games as much when you are a new streamer. It hurts your view count, it hurts your average, and you want to set yourself apart from the rest. Show your viewers what other games you like, show them why you're different from everyone else. Alright, so now we're going to go into tips for after and outside of streaming. And I'm gonna keep this short, but number one is to create social media. Have a social media presence. Create a Discord server where you can chat with your viewers, you can talk to them outside of streaming, you can host watch parties. All of these things matter to your growth. And I know sometimes you think, oh, but how am I going to get new viewers and followers from that? It is definitely possible. I have connected with so many people over Twitter, especially. I feel like Twitter is a great platform to use when you're on Twitch. And I'm on Instagram, and I'm on TikTok, and I'm on YouTube. There's so many ways to connect with people, and it's so easy to find people through social media. Social media is one of the most powerful tools you can use when connecting with other streamers and connecting with your viewers. So if you guys want, I can also create a video on how to create your own Discord channel and make your own social media channels, and how you can incorporate your streaming life into those channels. So my final tip for outside of streaming is find other small streamers. Guys, it's so important to connect with people who are just like you, who are trying to grow on Twitch. What I did, especially in the beginning, I haven't got to do it in a while, but what I did in the beginning was I would go to my favorite categories, my favorite games, and what I would do is I would filter the videos from lowest viewers to highest viewers, and I would just find random people. I would just go on someone random who had 1 or 2 viewers, go and chat with them for a little bit, and they will be so appreciative of you. They will see that you are trying to make a connection with them, and they will do that back. And I've created so many friends that way. I've created so many streamer friends that way. It's amazing how many people want to support you when they know that you're supporting them as well. Alright guys, so I think that's the end of my video. Oh my god, I feel like I talked a lot in that. That's just part 1. So if you guys do want to see more parts, please let me know, because I have so many other ideas and suggestions and tips for you guys. And guys, I know that I'm still a very, very small streamer, but I still wanted to give you guys my tips and how I've grown so much, how I've created so many connections within the Twitch community. And I think it's just so important that we all help each other grow. So again, all links will be in my description. If you guys want to check them out, please go ahead. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to me. Leave a comment below and tell me which part you like the best, which tip that you're going to use next when you start streaming. And yeah, so I hope you guys have a good day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.